Good morning and assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all will be fine. As you know that our online classes are started and physical classes are off due to critical condition of COVID-19. We know that we were learning chapter number 2, name structure of atoms. In this chapter we have already learned about what is atom and its structure. We know that in atom there is proton, electron, neutron, and for this many chemists presented laws and theories. In them there was John Dalton, William Crookes, Rutherford, etc. So we have already learned about the Rutherford's atomic theory. There were some mistakes in Rutherford's atomic theory. Today we will discuss about Bohr's atomic theory. Bohr also presented its atomic theory. He presented atomic theory in 1913. So we will write Niels Bohr presented atomic theory in 1913. Keeping view in defects of Rutherford's atomic model, Niels Bohr presented another model in 1913. Atomic theory means a theory related to atom. So what was the foundation of this theory? The foundation of this theory was quantum theory of Max Planck. The quantum theory of Max Planck. What was quantum theory that presented Max Planck? About this theory, any atom, when electron revolve, they release energy. That energy is released in form of photons. Photons mean packets. That change in energy, we can say that delta E is equal to hv, where h is Planck's constant and v is frequency of atom. When we will multiply these both, that will be equal to change in energy. So that was the foundation of Bohr's atomic theory. He presented this theory on the basis of quantum theory of Max Planck. Next, what he gave the idea about energy levels. He said that electron revolve in a fixed path that are called energy levels or shells. So we can say that the path where electron revolve in fixed energy that are called energy levels. Mean to say, when electron revolve around the nucleus, they have any path where they revolve. So when they revolve, they release a fixed energy or they absorb a fixed energy. In every orbit or shell there is a fixed energy. So that orbit is called energy level, and it can also be called shell. So Niels Bohr give the idea of shell or energy level, but Rutherford did not give the idea of this. According to Neil Bohr, energy of revolving electron is quantized. Energy of revolving electron is quantized. Quantized mean measured. Mean to say when electron revolve in any shell, their energy is fixed, that is quantized or measured. Now we will discuss about postulates that Bohr gave in his theory, Bohr's atomic theory. In his postulates, first postulate was as the hydrogen atom consists of tiny nucleus. Tiny means smallest. Hydrogen is a smallest atom because in 92 elements hydrogen is smallest one because its atomic number is 1. So we can make base it. So in hydrogen atom there is nucleus, but we know that in all elements there exists any nucleus. So hydrogen atom also exists a tiny nucleus. In this, electron revolve in circular orbits. So circular orbit mean energy levels are shells, but the circular orbit have any radius r. Radius mean length from a circle to center. Mean to say, if we take any circle, then length from center to boundary will be equal to radius. So hydrogen atom consists of tiny nucleus and electron revolve in fixed circular orbit. There will first this word will be added. In postulate number 2, it was given that each orbit has a fixed energy that is quantized. Mean to say, when electron revolve in any energy level or orbit, its energy is fixed for every shell or shell or orbit or energy level. That energy is quantized. Quantized mean measured. Mean to say, it will be specific. In point number 3, as electron remains in particular orbit, electron in particular orbit or shell or energy level is the same thing. Does not radiate or absorb energy. When electron remains in a particular orbit, it will not radiate or absorb energy. It will radiate energy when it will jump. Radiate or absorb energy when electron will jump from one orbit to another. So when electron jump from lower orbit to higher orbit, then energy will be absorbed. And when electron will jump from higher orbit to lower orbit, then energy will be released. In this diagram we can see that this is nucleus of an atom. We can say that it is a hydrogen, and these are the shells or orbits or energy levels. So first shell or energy level is K, second one is L, and third one is M. When electron will jump from higher to lower, then energy will be released, and when electron will jump from lower to higher, then energy will be absorbed. So release in energy is equal to del E, and that is equal to hv. We know that hv is a Planck's equation. There is n is 1, mean to say shell number or energy level number 1, energy level number 2, energy level number 3. So when electron jump from higher orbit to lower orbit or lower to higher, there is change in energy. We can say that delta E is equal to E2 minus E1 when energy will be changed. For example, we can say that this shell has any other energy and this shell has another. There will be any change in these energies, we will take the differences. That will be equal to delta E, and we know that delta E is also equal to hv, that is Planck's constant, where h is a Planck's constant and its value is 6.63 10 raised power 34 joule second, and V is frequency. So when we will multiply the value of frequency and Planck's constant, then the answer will be equal to change in energy. So that is change in energy, and this equation is also called the Planck's equation. And this theory was based on Max Planck's constant. Now point number 5, that is last point. About this point, electron can revolve in any orbit with any fixed angular moment. Fixed angular moment. Angular moment mean movement of electron in specific angle. That is angular moment, and angular moment is represented as mvr, and that change or angular moment mvr is equal to nh over 2 pi. But the value of n is any energy level, and its value is 1, 2, 3 and so on. And we know that h is a Planck's constant and the value of pi is 3.14. So if we want to find the angular moment of any shell, when we will put the values, for example, for shell number 1 or orbit number 1, we will put value of 1 there and 6.63 multiply 10 is power 34 there and 2 multiply 3.14 there. After solving, the answer will be angular moment of first shell. Similarly, we can find also the angular moment of second shell, third shell. So these was 5 point or postulate given by Bohr's atomic bundle. About this theory, Bohr presented this theory in 1913, but he won the Nobel Prize in 1922 for this theory, because this theory made a change in structure of atom. So this was our today's topic. You should learn it and revise it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.